So you remember how I got blamed by, this is a woman who gets her stories fed to her by the intelligence community, by CIA and the FBI, and she's a tool of them. We just showed you in the previous segment how the CIA plants stories, and they do it to people like her.
Right.
And so then she was told, so they put up a website. I don't know who, Democratic Party operative, somebody did. They put up a fake website and they tried to pretend like that guy who went after Paul Pelosi, Nancy Pelosi's husband, with a hammer, was a fan of mine, and they were getting ready to blame it on me. So the intelligence community gave this story to her. They set up a fake website that they tried to make it look like it was up for 15 years. It was only up for 2 days. Then they took it down. And then she took down these tweets blaming me, saying the guy was a fan of mine, because they changed the story from blaming it on Jimmy Dore, left-wing critics of the Democratic Party. They switched it to blaming it on right-wing critics. And so this whole story went away. Here's Barack Obama now going to blame another politician for Nancy Pelosi. Here we go. For attack. Here we go.
We know where Mark's opponent stands. He supports a nationwide abortion ban. You already heard he called abortion demonic and a religious sacrifice. Again, that's the kind of over-the-top language that ends up getting people hurt. Because if your opponents are demonic, well, then there's no...
Don't. First of all, don't you call your Republican opponents fascists? Aren't you saying that democracy's on the ballot? Aren't you saying that if you vote for them, we're going to lose our democracy? That's not demonizing your opponent. Of course it is.
Nancy Pelosi said demonic. They all say that. They all do this.
They all do this. And here's Barack Obama, the bullshitter in chief. And everybody's looking at, in the crowd is looking at each other confused, like, wait, I thought it was Jimmy Dore's fault, and now he's blaming it on this Republican.
I still choose to blame Jimmy.
Here we go again.
We know where Mark's opponent stands. He supports a nationwide abortion ban. You already heard he called abortion demonic and a religious sacrifice. Again, that's the kind of over-the-top language that ends up getting people hurt. Because if your opponents are demonic, well, then there's no constraint on what you think you can do to them. Break into their homes, hit people with hammers. Because they're demons. It's demonic.
What if they're terrorists? What if you call them terrorists?
What if they're racist, white supremacists, Nazis who want to overthrow our democracy? Isn't that what you say every day? Because it is. Didn't Joe Biden just give a speech where he said that his political opponents and the people who voted for them are a threat to our democracy? Yes, he did.
They've made their choice, like right about. They've made their choice. He said
they've made their choice. That's amazing what he just did there. What he just did there is supposed to not be allowed. That's not supposed to be allowed. If a Republican got up there and blamed Democrats for attacking a Republican politician, all hell would break loose. But there's the former president of the United States blaming he's doing the exact thing he's claiming his political opponent is doing. He's demonizing his political opponent as an inciter of violence, as demonic. That's what he's doing.
If only he'd codified Roe v. Wade, he wouldn't have these abortion demonic arguments. What an asshole. Like, you prick.
Barack Obama, that's exactly right, said he was going to codify
day one
Roe v. Wade on day one. So he lied. Then when he had the opportunity to codify abortion rights, he didn't do it. He said it's not my priority. And now he's blaming somebody else for political violence.
You know what else is demonic? Lying constantly.
Yeah, that's also demonic. Barack Obama is a war criminal. People don't know that he's actually a demonic war criminal. People don't know that. He presided over the drone program, which killed 90% innocent people, meaning grandmothers, children, old ladies, which means if someone goes into a mall and shoots 15 or 20 people with a gun, they're a maniac. They're a psychopath killer. If you do it with the drone, which he did for 8 years straight, he's a good guy. He's the best president of my lifetime. But he's a mass murdering psychopath war criminal. He tortured Chelsea Manning. That's what he did. And he tried to find a way to prosecute Julian Assange, but he couldn't find a way.
Do you know 90%? Like, I sometimes miss it because it's such a huge percent. to screw up of
90% of people killed.
non-combatants. Like,
yeah,
you can't even say collateral damage. You had collateral survivors. That's it.
right. So that should shock you. That should shock your conscience that he's literally doing the thing he's pretending his opponent is doing. He is demonizing his opponent as an inciter of political violence. That's what Barack Obama, he is demonizing his opponent. Hey, we're doing live stand-up shows in Austin, Texas, Burbank, California, the Saturday after Thanksgiving, and in Los Angeles. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for a link for all our tickets and become a premium member. While you're there, you get access to all of our premium content unedited.